Hello everybody, welcome back to Kinlaig. I am excited to get into this episode because I think we are going to try to make some serious progress in this episode. I know progress in this series has been a little bit slow. I did start the series months ago and we are only on episode 20, so yeah, I haven't been progressing as much as I would like, so today we're going to try to put some time in and get some serious work done here. So I've been thinking about what I want to do with this field. And I think I'm just going to convert it to soybeans so that we don't have to worry about the bales in this field rolling down the hill over here. Should make it a little bit easier. Soybeans is one of the most profitable crops compared to how much effort you have to put in. And we are definitely in need of some serious cash here. So yeah, I think converting this to soybeans is going to be pretty good. But the problem with soybeans is that we are currently in July here. And we have already missed our planting opportunity for soybeans for this year. As you can see, we're a couple months past that. So I don't want to leave this field fallow for like basically an entire year until we can get back to April and plant it again. So in the meantime, I think I'm going to plant grass into this field. Because as you can see, we can still plant grass right now. And I think we're going to be able to get 2 full harvests in this field of grass before we have to go back and plant it to soybeans. So that should be some serious profit for us as well if we turn it all into silage. So I do want to get that planted this month. But before we do that, I do want to do some amendments on this field because as you can see down in the bottom right there, our nitrogen is currently bad for most of this field here. And our pH value is good, but I would like to try to improve that to perfect if possible. So I think we're going to fertilize and lime this field before we plant it back to grass. Which means we are going to need we don't really need them, but I want to upgrade some of our equipment. So if we pop back over here, I want to try to use this sprayer to fertilize that field, but it currently doesn't have the pulse width modulation, the PWM upgrade. So if we check on that, this is the sprayer that we currently have, and we do have the weed seeker thing on there for the herbicide spraying. But we currently don't have the PWM module on here. So I think this is mainly for fertilization. It just allows more uniform spraying because it can control the nozzles individually. So I think that is going to kind of help us out in the long run. It is a little bit of money to spend now, but it should save us on fertilizer costs in the long run. And I think getting the more even fertilizer application on that field will help our environmental score a little bit as well, which will give us a little bit of a bonus on basically everything we sell. So that should help our income in the long run as well. So kind of a double bonus there. Should cut costs and increase our revenue. So that should be a good upgrade for us. So I got to take that thing down to the store and convert and add that upgrade to it. And then we are also going to need some kind of a lime spreader. I can't quite remember how we did it last time. I'm assuming we must have rented a spreader because we don't really have a spreader that can currently do lime. We do have this little fertilizer spreader in here, but it is not compatible with lime apparently. So I think we're going to go ahead and sell this guy as well because we're not really going to need it once we get the fertilizer spraying upgrade on this sprayer right here. And we are also going to buy a new spreader, which was, let me find that here. If we go into our fertilizer spreader here, this is the one that we have currently. And as you can see, it can only do fertilizer. So I did add a few mods a while ago, so I think I'm just going to buy this cheapest one here for now. It's not much better than this one. It's got a little bit more capacity, a little bit more working with, but the big difference is that this one can also handle lime, so that will allow us to spread lime on our fields there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this guy. We can actually pay a little bit extra and get a capacity upgrade on this as well, so I guess we might as well go for the biggest one, just so we have to refill it a little bit less often. So I think we're going to go ahead and buy that. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to haul that sprayer down to the store so we can upgrade it. And then I'm also going to bring that fertilizer spreader down so we can sell that, get a little bit more money back. And then we are also going to have to buy a couple more consumables. So I think I'm going to bring that trailer down and load up a couple more things. We do have some stuff, but I'm not quite sure if we're going to have enough. We do need to buy some liquid fertilizer for that sprayer once we get that upgrade. So we don't have any of that right now. We do have a little bit of lime left over from last time. So we have a couple lime pallets over here. One of them is partially used. There's only 329 liters left in this one. This one is a full pallet though, but I can't remember how much we're gonna need. Hopefully not, hopefully we'll be able to do the whole field with just those two, but I'm not quite sure. So I might buy an extra pallet of those as well, or maybe another couple extra, because I do want to relime all of our fields eventually. They don't all need to be done this month, but might as well try to pick up a couple extra while we're down there. We're also going to need a few more seeds, I believe, so I might grab another pallet or two of seeds. We do have a few over here. We have a partial pallet of seeds right here, so I'm just going to get a little bit of extra seeds there. So yeah, we'll just grab some seeds, some liquid fertilizer, and some more lime, and bring that back up here, and then we should be all good to go to start working on that field there. So we'll just hop in this tractor here, head down to the store, and get all that stuff done, and I will see you back at the field, and we can get to work. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Got all of our stuff. Learned that this thing is pretty top heavy with that extension. Had a little bit of trouble hooking it up when I backed into it a little bit too hard. Definitely my fault, but yeah, it tipped over and I couldn't get it back over without going to get the forks to right it. So yeah, we got all of our stuff back here though. So we got 3 pallets of lime, 1 pallet of liquid fertilizer, and a pallet of seeds. So I think this should be enough for everything. Not totally sure on the liquid fertilizer, but it is pretty expensive, so I didn't want to buy any more than we really needed at the moment. I'm sure we'll have to go buy more eventually, but yeah, we are a little bit short on cash, so just trying to save a little bit of money. And I got our seeder unit down here as well. That should be ready to go. So yeah, we should basically be ready to start work here. Got the sprayer down here as well. That still needs to be filled up. But yeah, other than that, we should be good to go. I'm basically going to use the New Holland for everything, just because that JCB is a little underpowered for a lot of this work. It was even kind of struggling just coming back to the farm, going up the grade on the road there, just pulling that trailer and everything. So yeah, definitely going to try to use the New Holland. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if this is even going to work. So let's just set up some lines here quickly. That should be good. One headland I think is fine. Because yeah, like we are pretty close on the pH of this field. We're just not quite perfect, so I'd like to try and get it a little bit higher if possible. So yeah, I think that looks like it's working. I'm just going to do this one pass here, and then I'm going to stop and just kind of check and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's actually making an improvement, but I don't want to go around this whole field if it's not actually going to change anything. So okay, yeah, that did bump it up to perfect now from where it was good before. So yeah, I think this is going to be worth doing. I don't know how much of a difference it actually makes at the end of the day to the yield and everything, but we might as well try to get everything as close to perfect as we can, I think, since we are using precision farming here. And yeah, we do get that environmental score bonus whenever we sell anything, depending on how high our environmental score is. So yeah, we might as well try to boost that up as high as possible. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get this whole thing limed, and then go around with the sprayer, get the whole thing fertilized, and then yeah, we can come back in and seed it all to grass. Okay, we got that liming done. That actually used quite a bit more than I was expecting. Definitely goes through it pretty quick, so had to refill this thing quite a few times, but it wasn't too bad, I guess. We got her done. Other than like a tiny little patch there where there was a little bit of overlap, or I didn't complete that entire line, but I don't think that's going to make much difference at the end of the day compared to the size of this field. So yeah, I guess next step is to get it fertilized. In real life, I don't think you would necessarily want to do these things right after each other, but that's what we're going to do anyway. I don't think there's really any penalty for it in this game, so I think we're just going to go ahead and fill this guy up. I'm honestly not really sure, though. Liming is not really something I've ever had to do in real life. It's not really something that's considered necessary in most cases around here. Oh, I didn't realize, because I should have paid more attention to the capacity of this thing, because we've only filled it up to 38%, but I guess we'll get going and see how far this lasts us anyway. But yeah, the way, or where I live, we kind of have like limestone bedrock, and all of our soils are relatively new, and yeah, so liming is not really something that's required where I'm at, so it's not really something I know very much about, so maybe you would be fine to fertilize and lime at the same time. Not really sure, but yeah, we'll get these lines set up. Might as well get this thing unfolded, and yeah, I guess we will go ahead and get this field sprayed. Shouldn't take very long with the size of the boom on this thing. And yeah, now this sprayer is fully upgraded, other than the width. We can technically make it a little bit wider, but it is quite a bit more expensive to increase the boom size, and then it also kind of makes it a little bit more unwieldy, a little bit harder to use as well. So with the size of the fields that we have right now, I think this size is pretty good. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get this thing fertilized. Okay, we got that spraying done, but I'm just noticing it says the nitrogen is bad here. It says bad everywhere. It looks like it's got too much. Like we oversprayed it, but like I thought that's what the PWM thing was basically supposed to do, was to kind of make sure that it was perfect. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, because I mean, if we look at our environmental score, like it's pretty good. We're almost maxed out on all these categories. Yeah, not quite sure. But like anywhere we hover over here, it comes up and it says nitrogen is bad, and we've basically just got, yeah, way too much everywhere. But we were way low before, so I don't know why that sprayer applied so much extra. Don't quite understand that. I thought it was working pretty good. It was really nice with that PWM thing, the way it kind of shuts off the nozzles that it doesn't need to use, so that you're not like wasting fertilizer kind of overspraying or anything on areas that you've already done. So that was pretty nice. It was working really well. Went pretty quick, but yeah, it applied way too much there. So I don't know why. If any of you have any more experience with precision farming and have any ideas on why it went so far the other way, I would be really interested in knowing what I did wrong there. I'm assuming I screwed something up, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know what happened there, but I don't think there's really anything we can do at this point. We can't take the nitrogen out, so we're just going to have to go ahead and plant it and hope for the best. We do still have a pretty good environmental score on this field anyway, so I think it's going to be fine. It shouldn't really affect us too bad, so yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and seed it and hope for the best. So yeah, this field is going to take a little while to seed. This is a pretty small seeder unit we have still, and it's a pretty big field, so this one may take a little while, but at least we'll get 2 harvests of grass out of this field. Should make us some pretty good silage income in between now and next spring when we have to plant our soybeans. So yeah, hopefully we have enough seed in here to do this whole field. Not quite sure if it's going to be enough, but grass seed typically goes a pretty long ways, especially I think with the precision farming, because it has the variable seed rate, so it doesn't put any more than you need, depending on the soil type and everything. So yeah, I guess I will just go ahead and plant this field up, and yeah, I guess we'll check again after. Maybe once we get some crop in there, it'll say, like, maybe that'll balance out the fertilizer or whatever. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess I'll just get to work and get this guy planted. Okay, we got that field done. So I just want to check and see if that made any difference. Okay, it did. Our nitrogen now says perfect. So that was the issues, that it just didn't have a crop in it yet. So, okay, never mind. Crisis averted. Our pH and our nitrogen are now perfect for this grass field here. So it's a pretty decent field. So we should get a pretty good yield out of here. Should make us quite a bit of silage. So I think we are almost ready to move on here. I'm going to clean up this equipment that's down here, bring that stuff back to the yard. I think I am going to actually go fertilize our other grass field because we just harvested that. And so yeah, it needs to be fertilized again to get the nitrogen over there. Perfect. I think we could actually do that next month in the first growing stage as well. But I just want to make sure because I'm not 100% sure. So I think I'm just going to do it now. Shouldn't take very long with that field. So yeah, I'm just going to drop off a bunch of this equipment at the yard and get that sprayed. And then I think we should be ready to move on to next month after that. Okay, we finally got all of that stuff done. That was a lot of work there. Yeah, we got a lot done there. I unloaded our extra lime and kind of stacked up all of our consumables here all neatly, although it was somewhat of a waste because I ended up using most of that lime that I stacked up here afterwards because I decided to lime the grass field. And this thing is just floating here now because we used the pallet out from under it. But man, does that grass field ever soak up the lime. I can't believe how much that was taken. I couldn't even get down like one strip on this one, whereas even on this bigger field, like I could get all the way down and then like a good chunk of the way back. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it's probably just the soil type because this is like this whole field is silty clay. So I can't remember what all the requirements were or like how all the percentages work out with the different soil types. I did look it up when I first started this series, but I don't remember the details very much. But yeah, I'm assuming that this silty clay must just really suck up the lime there because I'm pretty sure this smaller field took significantly more lime than this entire big field over here. So yeah, that soil type really makes a difference. But we did get that grass fertilized and limed. I wasn't originally going to lime it this month, but then yeah, I realized it was bad, so figured might as well just go ahead and get that done. Well, we had all the stuff. I assumed that we would have enough lime left over to actually be able to do it, though. But yeah, we ended up having to go down to the store and load up a bunch more. I didn't need to get as much as I did get. I got quite a bit extra just because I do want to relime our other two fields before we replant them again. This one right here, and then the one kind of out across the road behind the silo over there. So we do have quite a bit extra. Hopefully those fields don't take quite as much and we can get the rest of them done with that supply we have there. But yeah, I think we are basically ready to move on now. Our cows, the Highland steers over there still have quite a bit of food and they have quite a bit of meadow as well. So they should be good until tomorrow. They still have some or enough water to last them overnight as well, but we will have to top those guys up tomorrow there. I did move a couple more grass bales into the feed zone for the sheep as well. They weren't totally out, but it was starting to get low there, so got a little bit more food in there for them. And then while I was doing that, I also got a notification that there was no more room to put out pallets for our wool storage here, so I just moved those off to the side so that more pallets can continue to spawn out here. I don't want to sell those quite yet because we don't have a best price for them, so we're going to wait for a few months here. Try to sell those at max value, but yeah, everything else I think is good to go. We're just waiting for our silage to ferment over here. I did get all of our equipment cleaned up, so we got combine under the shed over here. I got the baler moved back, and yeah, I think everything else is kind of moved over and ready. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this month. So yeah, we're probably gonna come in again next month and continue on liming these other two fields. But yeah, for now, I think we are good. I'm just going to double check these guys here. So yeah, they have quite a bit of water, a decent amount of food, at least enough until tomorrow. So yeah, I think we should be good to move on here. So I'm just going to go sleep and I will see you guys again in August. Okay, good morning, everybody. I ended up just staying down here and fast forwarding through the night because I'm still a little bit paranoid about losing cows here if anything runs out, like our food or our water. And they did eat through all of their food, but we did hit another growth stage in the meadow, so now they actually have lots more meadow than they did last month, so we should be good for food for a little while here, but we will need to top up the water. But while I was sitting here fast forwarding, I noticed that our reproduction rate still said 0. So ended up looking through the menus here. And yeah, if we go over here, I didn't realize with this enhanced animal system or whatever it is that you actually have to turn on the reproduction for the cattle before they will start producing. So yeah, I definitely want these guys reproducing to try to fill out our numbers here because we've only we're like just over half of the capacity of this pasture. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and turn those on. So now all of these cows that are old enough, not all of them are old enough yet. Like these guys still can't reproduce yet, but yeah, a lot of, or even these ones maybe. I can't remember. What does it say here? Oh yeah, it says this animal has reached its breeding age. So yeah, all of these guys should be able to start reproducing now. Just needed to turn on that automatic reproduction. So we'll have to keep an eye on that though, because as our population grows, so will the food and water requirements. So yeah, it's gonna take some attention to make sure that those guys don't starve and we lose any more of those. So yeah, I will come and refill that water. I'll have to bring a tractor down here, but yeah, I think I am also going to start prepping for planting our fields. I think we're probably going to plant like this one to barley and the other one across the road there to wheat. I'm going to try to kind of cycle through different crops on these fields, I think, but yeah, I think we had canola across the road before, so yeah, I think that one's going to be wheat now, and then this one can be barley. I think this one might have been barley before, but yeah, I can't. Oh no, this one was wheat, so probably not a huge difference between barley and wheat in terms of nutrients or anything in the soil, but I think we're just going to try to cycle through anyway. Not that it makes a huge difference, but maybe next year we'll try growing canola in both of those fields or something like that. But yeah, I do want to continue on prepping them for planting. So that means we're going to have to lime them again. They do still stay good through most of the field, but yeah, I would like to try to get that back up to perfect to help our precision farming environmental score. So yeah, we'll give them a quick lime, and then there's not really too much else we have to do this month other than, I guess, just sell our silage. Although we don't technically have to do that this month either. We could just wait. We don't really need the money as long as we don't run out of lime again, have to go buy a whole bunch more. But I think these other fields shouldn't take quite as much as that last one. So yeah, I guess I will just go get that liming done. I'm going to hop in this guy and bring that trailer with the lime back down beside that field to make it a little bit easier to deal with, so I don't have to come all the way back to the yard every time, because I imagine it's going to use less lime, but we're probably still going to have to fill the hopper up quite a few times for these two fields, so might as well make it as easy as possible. So yeah, I'll just move this stuff down here and get those fields limed up here. Okay, we got both of those fields all limed there, so now their pH is perfect pretty much throughout both of them. So yeah, pretty much ready to go there. We will need to fertilize these ones still, but I think I'm going to wait till next month, till either right before or right after we seed them. Just let that lime soak in a little bit. As I said, I don't think it's probably the best idea to lime and fertilize right at the same time. Not that it really makes a difference as far as I can tell, but I think we'll just try to space it out whenever possible if we can anyway. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot else we need to do this month. We're starting to get a few products out in our sawmill there, but I ran around and checked and we still have wood in those guys. So yeah, I think really the only thing we're going to do this month is sell our silage. We don't really need to do that this month. We could wait, but I'm thinking we might as well get a little bit of money in the bank just in case. It's always nice to have a little bit more in the bank here because, yeah, we are getting a little bit low. And just in case we get something good that comes up on sale or something like that, it's nice to have a little bit of cash on hand. So I think I'm just basically going to fast forward through most of the day here. If I remember right, we finished our loading the silage up at like 3:30 p.m. or something yesterday. So it should be about 24 hours until it's ready. So about 3:30 today, we should be able to load that up. And yeah, we will be able to use both trailers again. I'm going to get that set up with our conveyor belt and one tractor running this bin and one running this trailer right here. And yeah, I should just be able to drive down and dump the silage. And then by the time I get back, the next trailer should be full. So it's going to take a little bit of swapping around, but yeah, it should make selling this quite a bit faster than it was last time. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get all of this sold. Okay, we got all of that silage sold. The bank balance is looking a little bit healthier now. So pretty happy about that. That method works pretty good. Didn't have to wait for the the trailers to fill at all, other than that first one you have to wait for. But after that, by the time I got back from dropping it off, the next trailer was full. So yeah, pretty efficient there. The biggest problem is that this tractor is just a little bit underpowered for that. It struggles a little bit pulling this thing. Even when it was empty coming back up the hill towards the farm, it was kind of struggling to get up the road there. So yeah, we are definitely going to need a more powerful tractor at some point. But yeah, that is still not the highest priority right now, especially I think once we start doing that grass field, that big one that we just planted, we're really going to want a bigger silage wagon for doing that, because it is going to be a much longer trip between that field and the silage bunker than it is between our previous grass field and the silage bunker. So the travel time is going to be significant there. So having a bigger silage wagon for doing that should make a big difference in how long it takes to do that field. So that's probably one of our biggest priorities at the moment. Not quite sure. We might actually be able to buy another one by the time that grass is ready, because we do still have another month, and we're starting to get quite a few wood products out now. So that should be a decent amount of cash for us. So I just want to check on these things quickly. We still have 8,000 liters of wood in here, starting to get some products built up over there. And I think this one is going to be good for a little while still as well. We still have 20,000 liters in here, so I think that should last us till tomorrow. We'll probably have to top up the wood in here a little bit more tomorrow, but yeah, as you can see, we're starting to get some pretty good products out here. This one does produce wood a lot faster than that little one, so yeah, this should be a pretty good amount of money when we go to sell all of this stuff. So combined with what we have now, plus selling all that wood, yeah, I think we're probably going to have enough money to buy a bigger forage wagon here, and then yeah, that sawmill should continue to produce pretty good for us. So hopefully that will help us expand into this bigger and better equipment sooner rather than later here, because yeah, it is starting to get a little bit limiting with just these two tractors. I mean, I still like this one. This is a pretty good tractor, but that JCB is just a little bit underpowered for doing too much of anything other than operating the smallest tools and just kind of loading stuff. But I mean, it is pretty good as just a loader tractor, so we'll definitely keep it around for now. But yeah, I don't think we have anything else to do for this month, but I'm kind of on a roll here. I'm enjoying this session here, so I think we're going to keep it going. I have been recording for quite a while, but I think we're going to go for a little bit longer here. So I might just advance to next month. I'm going to kind of just fast forward, I think, and keep an eye on all of our animals and everything. Make sure nobody runs out, make sure those sawmills don't run out. But yeah, I think we're going to be good with everything until the morning here. So I think we're just going to advance into September there, and then we can go ahead and plant our barley and our wheat in these two fields here. And then we're going to be pretty much done for field work for the year. Of course, we're going to have to come back and spray fertilizer and herbicide on these fields after planting as well. But other than that, our field work should be mostly done for the year, and we can basically just advance through the winter, keeping an eye on our productions and stuff, and make sure we have enough food and everything for everybody. But yeah, other than that, we should be able to advance through pretty quick, and then we can sell all of our grain and everything as well around January or December when the price peaks, as well as all of our straw as well. So yeah, we're going to be making quite a bit of money here in the next little bit. But yeah, for now, I guess I'll just advance to next month, and we can go ahead and plant those other fields. Okay, welcome to September, everybody. The cows are still doing good. Everything is still in production here. So yeah, these guys still have lots of meadow. We will have to top up the water, but they still actually have about half a trough full, so they should be good for now. And yeah, I was keeping an eye on the sawmills. So they're getting a little bit low, but they definitely still have wood, so don't have to worry about those for now. And then the sheep as well, they still have lots of food. So yeah, I think we are pretty much good to go. I think we're just going to go ahead and plant these two fields. So yeah, I think this one, it was wheat, so I think we'll do this one as barley, and then I think we're going to do the other one back down there as wheat, so that we can get straw from both of those, because yeah, I do want to keep the straw going. So yeah, I guess I'll just hop into the New Holland here and grab our seeder. And I'm not sure if we're going to have to go buy seeds or not. We still have some in that container over there, so we'll try to use up those. And then if we have to, we'll make a trip down to the store to top up the seeds. But I feel like we might be able to seed both of these without having to worry about it. So I'll just go hook up here, and where did I leave that stuff? Yeah, just over here. So yeah, we'll hook up, and I'll just go ahead and get those fields seeded. Okay, we got those fields done. It was pretty close. We almost got them both done with the seeds we had there, but in the end, we had to make a quick trip down to pick up a little bit more. So, yeah, we ended up getting them done though. So we still have to come in and fertilize them and spray them for weeds. So, or I guess it's not saying any weeds right now. Oh, but that's right. Oh, yeah. Wait. There's a spot there, I think. Where was that? It came up for a second there. There. Wait. I can't find it now. But, oh, there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's weeds growing here. It doesn't, like in the other one without precision farming, like as soon as you walk onto the field, it will say that there are weeds there. But with the precision farming, because the weeds kind of grow more sparsely, it doesn't tell you that there's weeds unless you're like right on top of where the actual weed patch is. So yeah, I think we will come in and just spray this and fertilize it. So we'll probably use that sprayer for both. I think we will have to go pick up a little bit of extra liquid fertilizer because I think we are nearly out. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough to do both of those fields, but it should be pretty quick to do both of those with that sprayer. So I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here, though. I've been recording for quite a while. This one might be a little bit longer than usual, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress we made here. I kind of got through most of our field work stuff. I guess I kind of lied before when I said we were going to be done with the field work because we are still going to have to do grass one more time this year, I believe. Probably next month. Yeah, next month we're going to have to harvest both the fields, that big one down there and our other one. So we're going to end up with a pretty huge load of silage in here. I don't even know if we're going to be able to fit it all into one side of these bunkers, but it doesn't really matter. We can always use both if we want and have them both fermenting at the same time. So yeah, that should be some pretty good money for us. And then, yeah, we do have a bunch of wood products we can sell as well. And then a couple more months in December or January, we can sell all of our grain as well. So yeah, we're going to be making quite a bit of money here. So we're going to have to look at what we want to do. Probably another silage wagon is going to be in the near future here. And then probably a bale picker wagon as well. And then I don't know. I actually have been meaning to check if that tractor came up. No, when I was down at the store there, I have that mod that kind of shows you the vehicles that are on sale. And this tractor came up here, but I don't see it in the actual sales tab. I'm not sure if I would get that one anyway, because I don't know if it's really much better than the JCB, if at all. Because the main thing is that the JCB just doesn't quite have enough power to really do the stuff that I want to do. Or to really keep up with the New Holland there. So yeah, I think this one would kind of be in the same boat there. So probably not going to buy or not going to bother buying this one anyway, but it's just kind of weird that it's showing up here before it's actually showing up in the sales tab here. We do have this little telehandler thing. Is it a telehandler? I'm not sure yeah, I guess it is considered a telehandler. I'm not sure though if this thing has an extendable boom or not. It kind of, well, maybe it does. Kind of looks like that's all one piece though. But I might take a closer look at this thing. I don't know if we're gonna get this thing either. I kind of like the telehandlers with the four-wheel steering, whereas this one is articulated steering with the body there. So I don't like that quite as much as the other version, but I don't know. It is a decent price, I guess. It's 62% off. Kind of high hours at 32, but it's not going to be a huge deal because it's basically would just be used for kind of like loading and stuff. So I don't know. I think we are going to need some kind of loading machine other than our little JCB there, but I'm not quite sure if that one is going to be the answer. We did get a big sprayer on sale as well, but yeah, I think this is a little bit too big for our little New Holland to handle at the moment. So I think I'm pretty happy with our current sprayer that we have. So yeah, I won't be getting any of this stuff, I don't think. Maybe this telehandler, I'm going to think about that a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, yeah, we're basically done for this month, other than just spraying and fertilizing those two fields. Then we can move on, do our grass harvest, get that silage packed up, and then, yeah, gonna be doing another big wood sale here pretty soon as well, get some more money in the bank. So yeah, pretty happy with the progress we made today, and just gonna be kind of moving along and kind of just kind of building on itself. It's always kind of the case early in these playthroughs that it's a little bit slow going, but kind of the more you do, the faster it goes. It kind of just builds on itself and snowballs as you kind of get things, get more and more things going. So yeah, anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you again soon in the next one.